About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
Well, that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3 to 1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So from Panther territory now, it's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. On play action, McCarthy out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. From the 35, here's second and 3.
A 7-yard pickup.
There go play action. Here's McCarthy. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. To the air again, McCarthy. And down he goes. The second back right around the 41-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
The Panthers offense and receiver Devontae Smith set for this next possession. And he's right up there amongst the league's best when it comes to racking up receiving yards this season. Currently ranked in the top 5 as things stand here. From the shotgun, Sanders. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Sanders to throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Sanders. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Sanders once more. They'll drop that down to Hubbard. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Here we go now on first and goal. Hubbard diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown.
Well, Brandon, he just followed his nose, and his nose took him to the end zone. But how about the big guys up front, giving him at least a stalemate in order to find that space?
Yeah, the O-line won the battle in the trenches there, didn't they? Ryan Fitzgerald now to add the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was Chuba Hubbard who finished it off with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here, so get this up to the 29. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now and terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
15 yards. And the Vikings, first down.
Now McCarthy. On the screen, this is Mason. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38.
And the Vikings, first down.
They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And he put up a big fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. When you look at this defense, they are the 22nd ranked unit against the run of the NFL.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Nick Scorton just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
A 56-yard attempt.
And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34.
That's good for the Panthers. First down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll run a draw now with Hubbard. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
To throw now, here's Sanders. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Sanders. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Well, he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down and 1.
They'll go. Here's Sanders. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll start with a run by Mason. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 71 yards.
Well, obviously he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson. And Jefferson's going to have the Vikings first down as the tackle made up at the 27. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Mason going to get it on first down. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Here's McCarthy. That's down the field for Jefferson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Open man, that's Felton. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The Panthers about ready to take over. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playing with quality. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On play action, here's Shadur. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches. At the 40.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, he shifts past him. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get him next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First and 10 at the
I just love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
He finds his man complete. It's Norton. 2nd down and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing, Sanders. He's got Smith here. That one a first down pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8. And the Panthers first
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Jonathan Grenard. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Yeah, they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Sanders. Under pressure, they got him again. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. Well, that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
To the air with McCarthy. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again, McCarthy. Now he's going to step up and run. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. The dump off for Mason. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
It's a pickup of 3.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing is McCarthy. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Mason. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
2nd and 4 at the 37.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half.
A 54-yard attempt.
That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Boy, Brandon, a missed opportunity there at the end of this first half. You'd love to give your guys a lead going into the break, but this effort doesn't find the mark, and that's going to keep things all square.
They'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando and Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen here with an abridged version of the halftime report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight, competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we Sports for quarter number 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
To throw is Sanders. It's caught. Smith. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Sanders. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Second and 10.
Sanders to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
And in the second half of the tie game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
Sanders going to throw again. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. Starting the drive with Mason on the ground. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
And the Vikings, first down.
That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Short throw, caught by the tight end, Oliver. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First target, first catch, and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Straight ahead, here's Mason. What a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him... And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Nick Scorton able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. And that's his second sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive man or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And partner, it's still just the third quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
Makes it third and 10.
Addison will go in motion left. Third down from the gun, McCarthy. He's got Mason complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 17-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
First and 10 at the 17.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. In motion goes the tight end. Now McCarthy. he's sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Smile Munden coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Back to throw. McCarthy. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this third quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Play action. It's Sanders. Here's a diving catch right side. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37.
They go play action now. Sanders. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Incomplete. It leads to second and 10.
Here's Sanders. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
To throw again, here's Sanders. He'll try to pick it up himself. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Carolina. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. There's a glimpse of Justin Jefferson, the wide receiver, as he and the Minnesota Vikings return back here on offense. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that, because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. DJ Waddle got off his spot quickly and got to the quarterback. The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. So from the 37, here's 2nd and 9. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Loss on the play. It's now 3rd and 10.
From the gun, it's Shador. And he can't escape, and down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. He's been terrific so far. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The drive will start with an option going left. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
It's a gain of 18. And the Vikings, first down.
McCarthy off the play fake. Now he'll tuck this and run. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Vikings, first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On play action. Now McCarthy. Now quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leaves